that peace, 'cause I believe.
My name is MJ Lee and welcome to The Journey, undertaking another journey. We've crossed the railway line, come from our neighbours, the Cobras, and we are supporting the Stormers, getting their Super Rugby campaign underway at DHL Newlands today up against the Bulls. It's a special rugby feature that we'll endeavour to do. Will be broadcast on the site. Stay tuned, mjleeproductions.com, as well as on our other platforms, CTV, DSTV and StarSat coming soon. Maybe we look at behind the scenes with the Stormers as well, but for now we wanted to take in the fierce and the vibe. It's a new rugby feature that we're introducing right here at DHL Newlands.
Ja, ek dink maar net weer eens maklik. Ons het nie plan gehou nie, want as jy nie set pieces bal kry nie, dan jy kan duisende planne hê, maar as jy nie 'n scrum of 'n lyn staan bal kan kry nie of kan effektief van daar af attack nie, dan gaan jy momentum na 'n ander span gee. As jy kyk na die Stormers in die tweede helfte, al hulle momentum het gekom van dit af en Frankfurt en Jean en al die manne begin dan in die game raak en Robert hulle en dan is jy op die agtervoet die hele tyd. So dis hoe ons die laaste 40 so gesukkel het. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, we have to, not unfortunately, we start again Monday with preparing for the Rebels. And the thing is, we need to play these youngsters and make sure that they're ready, you know, down the line. I mean, it's a long competition and they will get better every week. It's just unfortunate, they're 20-year-olds, both of the locks. So, you know, it was a shame Archie got injured in the first 10 minutes. I wanted to see how he plays for 60 minutes. But we knew we lost a lot of players last year. We knew we had to start playing the youngsters. Otherwise, 2 years from now, we would have the same problem. So it's not nice, but we have to stick to what we believe in. It's the right way forward, and you know, go with it.
Ek dink ons het hulle die geleenthede gegee. In die eerste helfte toe ons dit nie gedoen het nie, was dit nog steeds 'n taktiese game gewees. Net ons hulle spasie toegemaak, hulle ons in en jy weet dit is sulke tipe wedstryde wat tipies is van harde Suid-Afrikaanse derbies, as ek dit kan sê. Tweede helfte het hulle verseker meer gespeel. Ek dink hulle het geleenthede geskep, maar ek dink ons het vir hulle geleenthede gegee en hulle het dit gevat.
That's a rolling maul try there. That must have been tremendously disappointing because it wasn't it was steamroll.
Yeah, I think we stopped it quite well in the first half. You know, we controlled the mauls and things like that, but the last one was very disappointing. I have to go and look and why we missed a sack and things like that, but yeah, it was not up to standard. Especially if you take how we played in the first half. So, very not happy with that. Just from my side, you know, congratulations to the Stormers. I think Robert Fleck did a great job and Russell Winter, and good luck for the rest of the season. We'll see you guys at Loftus. Maybe we'll be better then. So thanks very much.
Thank you, guys.
Let you know I brought another Afrikaans speaking player. This is for the English media, just to be nice and diverse. No, not at all. You know, we were very confident at half time. The chat at half time was exactly that we felt that the game was swinging our way. We always knew it was going to be tough in that first half. And, you know, credit to the Bulls, they came, they put us under pressure with their kicking game. You know, we controlled possession, but we didn't control the territory, so that put us under a bit of pressure, so credit to them. But you know, we always felt that the momentum started to swing our way and we started to get some dominance, and the key thing was that first sort of 10 minutes of that second half, and that sort of set the tone for the rest of the game. Yeah, look, I mean, the scrums, I thought the scrums were good from the beginning. I think that's obviously, I don't know if you guys know, but the ARs didn't have any communication to the ref in that first half, which, put Craig under pressure in terms of making decisions at the scrum. But I felt that the front row that started laid the platform for the rest of the guys, and obviously France and Scurrier and JC came on and they started to dominate. But like I said, that platform was laid, and we felt the momentum was coming our way. I mean, that's exactly it, I mean, the Type 5 did exceptionally well, and the fact that we got Springboks on the bench, they can come on and make a huge impact, obviously makes a huge difference for our team. And I think we were really smart, and credit again to France, in terms of his leadership and Sculler and his leadership. We made good decisions when it came to scrum time in that second half. I think that, we used to go for it all the time, but at least, we made good decisions, and we really started to get that dominance in that second half. Yeah, look, I mean, great. If you look at our line-out, I think we lost one. So, from our line-out perspective, we're very happy. But also contesting, I thought Evan was exceptional in the front there. He put a lot of pressure on the Bulls. And that's it. The way we want to defend, we want to get the ball back. So, probably in the past we didn't contest as much as we should have. So every single situation we're trying to create a situation where we're competing, and whether that's on the deck, whether it's in our defence, in the tackle, or at line-out time or at scrum time, we want that ball back. So I think you're spot on. Our contesting was excellent. Yeah, look, I mean, he's a young kid, guys. We need to give him time, and I thought he had a solid performance. Still not, not there where he probably wants to be, but he certainly stepped up. And it's a big game to play as a 10, especially a young 10, and he did exceptionally well. So for him, I'm really pleased. He's a good kid, and he works hard at his game, and he'll build a lot of confidence from this game. Yeah, no, look, I mean, again, Janu also for me was really good. I felt the Bulls did well by putting Janu under pressure at the breakdown, and he handled it exceptionally well. And just having that experience inside Robert and outside Robert in terms of Juan de Jong just justifies the selection of Jubbies at 12 as well. So, there was a nice balance to the team, I think, that when we announced it, and and it showed, in our performance.
Yeah, obviously Newlands is a special place, and just thank you for the fans that turned out. Obviously, I think the rest of the world, rugby crowds are dwindling, but certainly not here. It's one of those games where the bus, as you turn around, you go past all the hot dog stands, and you could feel, there's a good energy. So, phenomenal. I think we had 5 or so debutants tonight. So we couldn't have started on a better note, without getting ahead of ourselves. We still got a long competition ahead of us, and we know that. So, but it was pleasing to start this way.
Is this maybe the best Type 5 you've played behind?
Oh, partner, look, I've played against, I've played with a lot of good Type 5s. Look, I mean, we're obviously a younger group, but I think we're very talented, and I think this is a good starting point for us. But I think we can still improve, and I think that's what we're aiming to do. It's trying to improve week by week by week, building into this competition. Obviously, none of us understand how the logs work, so we'll just take it week by week. Yeah, I think first half, obviously we battled for rhythm, and I think I mentioned it with the halftime interview. And we obviously want tempo and want quick ball, but I think credit to the Bulls, they put us under pressure. Flecky alluded to, obviously they kept our nines pretty busy, and your nines key to getting tempo on the ball. So a couple of opportunities in the second half. I think we got the tempo with continuity, which obviously helps our shape. It's a work in progress, and I think what was pleasing to see tonight is that we found a way how to win. It was maybe not plan A. We had to shift to plan B, but we found a way to win.
I said a couple of weeks ago, you know, with the system should have been in place in 2010, 11 and 12, 13. So, look, you know, the bonus point win is because of our defence. You know, again, our defence was exceptional. So, you know, we always felt that they were going to test us, and I felt that we defended exceptionally well. So we're really happy with that, and especially because it's a new defence system that we're trying to get in. So, you know, all sort of doubt that was leading up to this game in terms of our defensive ability, you know, we started to get it right, you know, this weekend. So it's a good starting point, and you know, and it obviously helps with Sculler. You know, he's now our defence captain, so he's going to be working hard with Paul True. But I think it's a, you know, it's a good start. Absolutely. I mean, they're good kids and they work hard and they're nice and physical and they've got a lot of aggression. So, you know, I thought they performed really well. But again, credit must go to a young kid like JD Schickling, who came on and made an exceptional call at the end there for that maul, and he won that line-out. So, you know, it was pretty impressive to see that. So it's good to see, you know, those two obviously performing well, but it's great to see a young guy coming off the bench and performing as well. He just tweaked his ankle a little bit. I think it's you know, not knowing too much about the medical stuff, but it's a little capsule on the edge of his ankle, so he should be okay for the week. Well, I think it's also part of the discussion with the ref, you know, that you know, our leadership group was, you know, talking to Craig and just saying that we needed, you know, our 9, you know, to get to the ball, and so it's partly that, and I agree. Partly in the second half, I felt that our breakdown was a little bit better, and as Sculler said, our tempo was better. So, you know, the ball was cleaner, and it allowed Jana to attack on the front foot.
Frans, how sweet was that more?
That was awesome. When we started getting momentum, it felt like a little jog actually, and then I was just hoping we didn't fall over our own feet. And then luckily we kept our feet, and scrum is probably one of the nicest mauls you'll see at Newlands. Yeah, no, obviously there a lot of credit they have to go to Vince and the starters. They laid the platform for us to put the finishing punch in. Very tight up front. We knew it's going to be like that in the first half. When the bench came on, I think that obviously it's a new front row on both sides. New rhythm has to be found, and luckily we got the upper hand there.
Robbie, does this win, sort of first win for you, also settle you down as a coach going to the rest of the campaign?
Oh, look, I mean, obviously it's nice to get off to a start like this, but you know, we still got lots to do. You know, it's still the first round, and you know, we're going to work incredibly hard to keep improving every week. You know, there's still a few work-ons, but you know, we're going up to Bloem next weekend, and we haven't won there in 2 years. So that's got to be our next focus. The most important thing is that these guys relax, they enjoy this moment, and you know, they put their feet up tomorrow. But come Monday, you know, they got to come charging in with, you know, 1 point in mind, and that's to go up to and get a win up in Bloem. And it's not going to be easy. You know, we all saw how they played last night. They're a dangerous side, especially up in Bloem. And, you know, but look, we're happy. And but we're going to work incredibly hard to keep improving.
Okay, any guys coming back for selection next week?
No, it's pretty much the status quo, you know, and there's a few youngsters that are, you know, obviously getting back from injury, but at the moment, you know, we'll keep working with the squad we've got.
No injuries other than Kubis?
No, just Kubis at the moment, John.
So Zaz did quite well when he came on?
Yeah, well, you know, just that one little moment, you know, just showed his class. You know, let's not put too much pressure on this kid. You know, he's a good rugby player. You know, and he's working hard, and you know, hopefully we can see more of him in the future. And but yeah, I just wish Johnny probably gave that ball a little bit earlier, you know, on that quick line out to just show his real speed, you know. So yeah, let's see how he goes.
I don't want to be the guy that brings it down, but Rob kicked a lot of aimless punts in the first half. Was that the pressure he was under?
I think it's a combination of things. I think that they were putting us under pressure. I felt that their kicking game was quite smart in that first half, and like Sculler said, we had to change our plans at half time, and that was part of it. And we certainly played a different game, coming into that second half. But still, I felt that he made good decisions, because they were defending well, and we just can't run it from everywhere. We were trying to, and we probably forced our hand a little bit too much, which put him under pressure. He just needs to learn maybe to kick a little bit earlier, and so that we're not under so much pressure. But overall, he had a good performance.
What do you make of, congrats on the win first of all.
Thank you.
What do you make of Notch's first run as number 6 today?
Good. I mean, it's a big challenge for him, and I thought, with a big physical Bulls pack, he got his head stuck in. So that's the most important part, for him. It's a learning process, and he's been a 7 or 8 most of his career, so it's a big change for him. But for his first hit out, not too bad.
Rob's kicking performance at goal.
Yeah.
Also be pleased with that.
Great.
That should give him a lot of confidence.
No, absolutely. For a young fly-off, to have BMT and slot those goals, and they weren't all easy. A lot of them were from a difficult angle. So, look, we're pleased, and we all know that the fly-off thing in Western Province Storm is a contentious issue. But let's just give him the credit that he did well first up, and and hopefully he can build on what he started today.
So we've reached the end of this new feature we're introducing, Sideline, with the Stormers up close and personal also with our Cape side. We're beating the Bulls 33-9. Listen to it. Besides the cars coming past DHL Newlands, this is what it's like now. The calm after the storm. Support the Stormers throughout the Super Rugby season. The next home fixture here at DHL Newlands, the 12th of March, up against the Sharks. My name is MJ Lee. Continue to watch the feature, mjleeproductions.com, and also across all of our platforms. This feature brought to you by Winners, the supermarket, and the Cash and Carry, as well as Africa Muslims Agency, Direct Aid International. Until next time.
Did I ever stop for a moment to think of what's staring at me? I've been breaking all the mirrors of reality. Oh, I'm so in all the mirrors of reality. Oh, I'm so.
Winners Supermarket, located in Melkbos Street, Lentegeur, Mitchell's Plain, it is ultimately the store that gives and saves you more. 25 aisles of affordable goods, 5 special departments, established over 30 years ago, renowned for the lowest prices and quality service guaranteed. Winners Supermarket, Melkbos Street, Lentegeur, Mitchell's Plain. We won't stop the magic. 021 374 1114. Check out all the info on our website. Also follow Winners Supermarket on Facebook.
Africa.
Have you helped quench the thirst of your Muslim brother? Sponsor a water well for only 9,500 rands in Africa, or a borehole for only 40,000 rands. Special monthly payments can be arranged. Contact Africa Muslims Agency on 011 834 8685. Africa Muslims Agency, the agency that cares.
Over empty hat. Tasmania. Looking to be fashionable yet modest? For men's and ladies' clothing, look no further than Taz Boutique. Shop 1, Block 5, Batesville Shopping Centre, next to Pizza Time. Call us on 021 633 1367 or 071 786 9495. Taz Boutique, where our passion is your fashion.
Find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Tasmania.